Atayese Radio,
Your voice, your nation.
Atayese Radio,
Atayese Radio. Lifting you higher. Hope on the air. We light the fire. Atayese Radio. Atayese Radio. We rise together.
Atayese Radio,
Your voice, your nation.
Atayese Radio,
Atayese Radio. Lifting you higher. Hope on the air. We light the fire. Atayese Radio. Atayese Radio. We rise together.
Atayese Radio,
Your voice, your nation.
Atayese Radio,
Atayese Radio. Lifting you higher. Hope on the air. We light the fire. Atayese Radio. Atayese Radio. We rise together.
Atayese Radio,
Your voice, your nation.
Atayese Radio,
Atayese Radio. Lifting you higher. Hope on the air. We light the fire. Atayese Radio. Atayese Radio. We rise together.
Atayese.
Let's Repair Nigeria. Episode 1. When Citizens No Longer Feel Safe. Opening. Hello, and welcome to Let's Repair Nigeria, a program from Atayese Media, where we examine contemporary issues affecting our nation, compare them with what should exist in a truly democratic society, and explore practical ways to repair Nigeria for the benefit of every citizen. Today's topic is, when citizens no longer feel safe. One of the greatest indicators of whether a nation is progressing is not the number of skyscrapers it has, the size of its economy, or the promises made during election campaigns. The true measure of a nation is whether ordinary people can live their daily lives without fear. Can a farmer go to the farm safely? Can a trader travel from one town to another without fear of attack? Can children attend school knowing they will return home safely? Can families sleep peacefully at night? These are the questions every responsible government must answer. Unfortunately, the tragic loss of lives in recent attacks in parts of northern Nigeria over the past week has once again reminded us that insecurity remains one of the greatest challenges facing our country. Every life lost represents someone's father, mother, son, daughter, friend, or neighbor. Whenever Nigerians die needlessly, the entire nation loses. Today is not about blaming individuals or political parties. It is about asking a more important question. How do we repair Nigeria? What should happen in a democratic society? In every democracy, government exists for the welfare and security of the people. The Constitution is not merely a legal document, it is a covenant between the government and the citizens. Citizens obey the law, pay taxes, and participate in elections because they expect government to provide security, justice, and essential public services. Security is not a privilege. It is a right. When people begin to fear traveling on highways, cultivating their farms, opening their businesses, or even remaining in their villages, economic development suffers. Food production declines. Investors become reluctant to invest. Young people lose hope, and communities become divided by fear and suspicion. No nation can prosper under such conditions. Why security matters to every Nigerian. Some people think insecurity affects only certain parts of Nigeria. That is not true. When farmers abandon their farms because of fear, food prices rise across the country. When transporters avoid dangerous routes, transportation costs increase. When businesses close because of insecurity, unemployment rises. When investors lose confidence, economic growth slows. Insecurity anywhere eventually affects everyone. That is why every Nigerian should care. How do we repair Nigeria? Repairing Nigeria begins with honesty. We must acknowledge that this challenge cannot be solved by military force alone. Security requires intelligence. It requires strong institutions. It requires cooperation between government and citizens. It requires justice. And it requires trust. Our security agencies deserve appreciation for the sacrifices many officers make daily under difficult circumstances. Many have paid the ultimate price while defending our nation. However, appreciation should also come with support. Security personnel need better welfare, modern equipment, improved intelligence gathering, advanced technology, continuous training, and prompt access to the resources they require to protect lives effectively. The responsibility of government. Government must treat security as a national emergency rather than a seasonal discussion. Security decisions should be proactive, not merely reactive. Communities should not have to wait until lives are lost before help arrives. Early warning systems should function effectively. Intelligence reports should receive immediate attention. Emergency response should be swift. Victims should receive prompt humanitarian assistance. Investigations should be transparent. Where criminals are arrested, justice must be served without unnecessary delay. Nothing restores public confidence like knowing that the law is working. The responsibility of communities. Communities also have responsibilities. People often know when unfamiliar individuals arrive or when suspicious activities begin. Information saves lives. Citizens should cooperate with lawful security agencies by providing credible information while avoiding rumors and false accusations. Communities should resist taking the law into their own hands. Mob justice creates more victims than solutions. The responsibility of traditional and religious leaders. Traditional rulers and religious leaders remain among the most trusted voices in many communities. They should continue promoting peace, encouraging dialogue, discouraging violence, and helping to resolve local conflicts before they escalate. They should unite people instead of allowing ethnic, political, or religious divisions to deepen. The responsibility of politicians. Political leaders must remember that elections are temporary. Nigeria is permanent. Security should never become a subject for political propaganda. Lives are too valuable to be reduced to statistics or political arguments. Leaders should work together across party lines whenever national security is at stake. The responsibility of every Nigerian. Every Nigerian also has a role to play. We must reject hate speech. We must avoid spreading unverified information on social media. We must refuse to stereotype entire ethnic or religious groups because of the actions of criminals. Crime has no tribe. Violence has no religion. Justice must focus on individuals who commit crimes, not innocent communities. Most importantly, we must continue demanding accountability peacefully through democratic institutions. Silence never repairs a nation. Constructive civic engagement does. Conclusion. Nigeria has overcome many challenges in the past. We can overcome this one too. But only if we replace excuses with responsibility. Only if leadership becomes more accountable. Only if institutions become stronger. Only if citizens become more involved. The Nigeria we dream about is possible. A Nigeria where every child goes to school safely. Where every farmer cultivates the land without fear. Where every traveler reaches home safely. Where every business can thrive. Where every citizen enjoys the protection guaranteed by law. That is not an impossible dream. It is the standard every democracy should pursue. And that is the Nigeria we must build together. Thank you for listening. Join me again next time on Let's Repair Nigeria, where we continue to examine today's realities, compare them with the ideals of good governance, and offer practical solutions for rebuilding our nation. Until then, remember, Nigeria will not be repaired by complaints alone. It will be repaired when each of us chooses to become a repairer. God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Let's Repair Nigeria, Episode 1, When Citizens No Longer Feel Safe. Opening. Hello, and welcome to Let's Repair Nigeria, a program from Atayese Media, where we examine contemporary issues affecting our nation, compare them with what should exist in a truly democratic.
Atayese Radio.
Your voice, your nation.
Atayese Radio.
Atayese Radio. Lifting you higher. Hope on the air. We light the fire. Atayese Radio. Atayese Radio. We rise together.
Atayese Radio.
Your voice, your nation.
Atayese